Elon Musk, the real-life Tony Stark. If you are a fan of Iron Man movie, then no need to tell you about Tony Stark, and the person that I am going to introduce you today is the real-life Tony Stark, or the real-life Iron Man. He is known as Elon Musk. He is not one of the billionaires or trillionaires in the world. So what are the reasons to talk about Elon Musk? Actually, there are many reasons to talk about him as a great contributor to the world. He is so special to the world because of his projects, and many people believe that his projects are going to mark a great milestone in the future. So let's talk about Elon Musk and his life. The little Elon was born in 28th of June 1971 in South Africa. He was a little bit different from other children as he was very fond of computers. Usually, when we got a computer in our childhood, we tended to play computer games. But Elon in his childhood showed a different method of showing interest. Instead of playing computer games, he could originate his own computer game at the age of 12. After making the game, he could sell it for a newspaper magazine for $500. With his knowledge, he was grown into a university student. He studied applied physics and economics at the University of Pennsylvania. After the graduation, he got the real problem. He always thought what to do in his life. He didn't want to work under someone, and his target was to build up his own business. Then he told his dream to his father, and he gave Elon $28,000. He took the support from his brother and started a business. It was a web startup. It gave the travel guides to the newspapers. The business grew up well until 1999. In the same year, two partners decided to sell their business. Finally, they sold their business to Compaq Computer Company, and from that deal they earned $307 million. Elon got $22 million as his share. At times like this, having $22 million considered as rich. In the same year, Musk co-founded X.com, an online banking service and email payment company. There was a huge problem in the world during the years 1999-2000. The problem was people were facing huge difficulties in many exchanges. On that time, people didn't have any system to exchange their money, and it made them feel uncomfortable. Elon could see this matter, and that was the reasons which encouraged him to start this X.com online banking service. Many people connected with this as it made their work easy and comfortable. After having a huge customer base, he decided to introduce PayPal system to the society. When he introduced PayPal system, he merged with one of his friends. With this collaboration, they could introduce this PayPal system to the society. While this PayPal system was having fame among people, eBay company introduced many alternatives to the society, but they couldn't get the trust and the place from people like PayPal. So, finally they had to buy PayPal from them. eBay had to pay $180 million to PayPal. As the biggest shareholder, Elon could get $165 million. What will you do if you get this much of amount for your life? You would think that you don't have to do anything and enjoy the life. But, according to Elon, that was not the end of his dream. It was the beginning of his targets. His dream was to make a greenhouse in Mars. That means, he wanted to build up a human colony in Mars, and that's why he badly wanted to create a greenhouse. More than that, he wanted to create a preference on people's minds about space traveling. So he tried to continue his targets by spending $20 million. But, if someone wanted to travel outside the orbit, they had to bear a huge amount of money. It was nearly $30 million. So, Elon's thought how to do this with $20 million. But he decided to go to Russia to find solutions. He wanted to study about intercontinental ballistic missile. He tried to go for his dream by developing this ballistic missile. Elon got the final estimate for the missile as $8 million from the Russian government, but their price was as twice as other countries. Elon didn't want his money on the missile, and with the humiliations he turned back to come to America from Moscow. While he was on the flight, he started to think about missiles and analyzes about the things that wanted to make a missile. He thought about what he needed to make missiles and the raw materials. Finally, he made arrangements on his own to make a missile on his own. He just wanted 3% from that $8 million. So Elon planned to make a missile without buying anything from anyone to achieve this dream. So he built up a company to create rockets and named the company as Vertical Integrated Rocket Company. With the opening of the company, he started to read many books regarding the Cold War and its content of rockets. He did researches to get knowledge about rockets because he wanted to do a greater job. In 2002, he created a worldwide famous company SpaceX to make his dream come true. Then he wondered about the employees that he wanted to recruit. To recruit workers, he designed a new method. With any qualification people can face his interviews. He measured some requirements in the interview, such as, the employee should be a young bachelor and educated one. Moreover, the most special thing was, they should have an isolated life from the society, give their maximum to the society. With these strategies he could hunt employees from world-famous Boeing company. Also, there were many people who assumed Elon was crazy, but 1 complete year after the establishment of the company many graduates joined with him. It was a victory for him. When it comes to SpaceX, it was a company which invented everything that needed to build a rocket. To keep it simply, he made the simplest circuit also. He didn't buy anything, and he used his workers to create these circuits as he wanted. He didn't have to spend a lot of money to invent the circuits. With the time, SpaceX company created the Merlin 01 engine, and it was completely created by the company without any help. This is the engine which they used for their first rocket, Falcon 1. In 2004, Elon got the opportunity to participate for a fundraising meeting in an electric car company. Then he decided to buy shares by spending $6 million. This company was famous Tesla. Afterward, as he had a great experience with workers in SpaceX, he could easily understand how to deal with new workers in the new company. He created the logo for the Tesla company, which was similar to SpaceX. He didn't want to hunt workers as previously. So he decided to recruit employees in a respectable way. So he hired employees from Apple company to work in Tesla company. Elon had a few targets. One of the targets was launching the Falcon 1 rocket after 18 months of the establishment of SpaceX company. But he was failed to do that. If it happens in the right way, it could be launched in November 2003. But he couldn't. The other target was about the Tesla vehicles. He joined with workers and continued the work. The first model that they were invented was Tesla Roadster. While they were inventing the model, they could get 100 free orders. This happened in 2006, and it was so fortunate for him. But there was a heartbroken incident also. After 4 years' effort, SpaceX company was ready to launch the rocket. They began their first attempt and destroying all the dreams of Elon and his crew. At 41 seconds, Falcon 1 was destroyed on front of Elon's eyes. It happened in 24th of March 2006, so this is a part of Elon's life, and many people consider him as the real-life Iron Man. Because of his new ideas and projects, it is not a secret to hide. Thanks for watching Mysterious World. Please subscribe to us for more valuable upcoming videos.